Hello, friends. How are you today? Welcome back to more trading signals. So, right now is the 29th of March. As you can see, very near the end of the month. So, we see the bearish pattern really form and start to develop. Now, I told you in my last video that I'm expecting this to play out not soon. I mean, it's not going to be right after. It's going to take some time. In my opinion, it could take 2 or 3 more weeks because at least this is what I think is going to happen. I have been waiting for this final leg down for a lot of time, actually since February, and I was surprised to see the uptrend kind of form with higher highs. Now officially we're at lower lows, so it's changing, it's turning bearish. But from here we can see that I think it's very possible to actually see a good pump. Who knows where it will go? We can actually know. So we can actually take a look at the indicator and try to see how it's going to go. Possibly 86, maybe even 90. That will be the highest, in my opinion. I really don't think we're going to see anything higher than 90 in Solana. But yeah, maybe 86 could be a good case for a good uptrend. And actually, the wick, which happened around 79, was also predicted by the indicator. It was around either the third or the fourth level that my indicator printed from this high. So as you can see, the first level usually I kind of ignore it because it never really plays out. So the second level was 86, the third level was 83, and the final level was 79, as you can see. So let's just draw with a white rectangle so you can take a after look at this after the replay. You can see that it touches this final level and bounces very strong. Okay, this was a weak move. Usually the market does this very rarely. I mean, it's not often, but when it does, it's usually made to liquidate positions. Absolutely, there are no other reasons for whatever these crazy weeks to form. I mean, I remember one back in, I believe, December. Also, it didn't really liquidate me, but it hit my stop loss. And this one in this case also hit my stop loss. So yeah, it's one of the tricky things of the market, but yeah, it's no problem. I mean, once you have a profitable strategy, you can basically you don't even need to care about all of these shenanigans. So yeah, that's what you can see on cryptos. Okay, right now, as you were seeing on the 10-hour time frame, many coins are already turning green. But I really hope that this is going to be the actual start of the pump, because I saw the indicator turn green on other coins, like for example Bitcoin, yesterday on the 28th, and it really didn't play out. And you can see it's going green on most coins right now. Okay, most coins are going green, and in my opinion, this is a convincing candle. I mean, it shows a lot of volume compared to all other previous green candles. So maybe this will lead to something in the future. Again, it will be a matter of time to see. I mean, a matter of levels to see how high can it go, because if we see the Ethereum pattern, the closest level is around this area, which is actually very close to be reached right now. It could actually be close today, but the other level is around this. So this will position us around the same level that we saw on the 25th of March, 25, early 23. Yeah, that's what we can see. Higher than this, anything higher than this is, in my opinion, unlikely. But it could actually, I mean, it could happen. I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to, or it doesn't have any chances. There could always be some possibility of that happening, but it's not very likely, in my opinion, because one thing that I also told you is that April, this next month, is not going to be as good as as this one was for March. And even though March was not really a green month either, I mean, you can see that it was really kind of at most it was a range month. Right now it's red on many coins, not some, but for example, Bitcoin, I believe it's still green. I mean, in fact, let's just see what's going to happen. I mean, so you can actually see the chart. So it's green on Ethereum. I believe it's also green, but very much in range on Bitcoin. But it's officially red on Solana, as you can see. So Solana has in this by this metric, they have 6 consecutive red months if it actually ends up closing red. So we'll have to see how it goes. I believe we are due to a major impulse because my predictions originally were expecting two powerful corrections. I mean, two powerful impulses. The first around 28 to 29, which obviously has not happened, didn't really happen. And the other one is around 30 to 31. So the very last days of March. So starting tomorrow, we should see a green day. Because if we actually take a look and track the days, okay, just by looking at the daily chart, on Solana, we have 4 consecutive red days, and I believe that's the case for all other coins. Okay, Bitcoin, well, who doesn't really matter. That coin was very weird. So on Ethereum, also kinda okay, just with this very weird candle. But yeah, just by looking at this, it's safe to assume that these were 4 consecutive red days. So right now, I believe tomorrow should be a green day, okay? And tomorrow we should go higher. In fact, it's already going higher, okay? It recovered from the week, the crazy volatile week. So if we take a look at the 1 hour time frame, to take, yeah, this is the 1 hour time frame. So if we take a look at this, obviously this varies on the time zone, but on my time zone already it's a green day. Could actually end up in range if it drops a little bit, but so far it's a green day. But I expect tomorrow to jump a little bit higher. Who knows? If we can reach this level, this could be a good level to short again. If we can go even higher, it's still a good level to short. But Solana still has some ways. It still has a massive difference in price. I mean, from 92 to below 80 in the span of 2 days. That's kind of insane, in my opinion. That's very volatile, unlike the other ones, which uh, they were more compact in the sense that it required more days for that price to eventually reach the lowest position. Okay, we're talking about yeah, more than 4 days. So that's quite a lot to form a pivot high or a pivot low, whatever. So yeah, I believe this around this range was the best time to long. Okay, again, the week, these crazy weeks, I mean, they are designed to make you lose their money. Okay, they are designed for the markets to get some liquidity, to get some benefits, because there are no reasons for this week, for these kind of movements to happen. Okay, no logical reasons. But yeah, doesn't really matter. Again, I mean, profit right now, I'm going to be possibly closing my long around these levels, like I told you, 86. And if we can go a little bit higher, could actually be a good case. But yeah, uh, let's just go back and find, and yeah, to finalize this video with the weekly chart on Bitcoin, so you can see and so we can analyze the fractals a little bit more. Something which I have done this for in the last 2 or 3 videos. I have actually shown you the analysis of the fractals. Yeah, as you can see, I draw this white box some videos ago. So you have these wicks in green, but then we drop. Then we can stay in range for a lot of time and drop again. So, in my opinion, this drop could happen or could start to happen around. Well, it's kind of hard to say because It could actually take a lot more time, and by lot I mean maybe two or 3 months. Okay, I can actually see this happening on August or September. But if it doesn't, if it follows the theory that I actually read somewhere, and I actually agree with that theory, is that this cycle is kind of developing in a much faster and much quicker fashion. Okay, every movement, no matter if it's an uptrend or a downtrend, it's taking a lot less time than the last cycle compared to the previous cycle. So, for example, again, this very powerful drop in the last cycle, it required like almost like 10 or 9 red candles, consecutive red candles. And if we take a look at the current cycle, we only got around 6 or 7. Okay, and just by looking at this, it's kind of half the time that it's taking for this cycle to develop all of these fractals. So again, this could happen on April because April shows in my predictions as a red month. Okay, most of the coming months are either going to be either red or in range. I don't see any green months, especially very good green months. I mean, I'm not talking about joke months like this one March, which is in range for most coins. I'm talking about really good months where the price just pumps nonstop. Every single day goes higher. I don't see that happening until at least after August or October, around that time of period, because just by looking at also the world situation, I mean, you have geopolitical tensions, you have some other factors that could affect the markets globally, and I mean all of the markets. Crypto will not be an exception to that rule. Anyways, my friends, that's all I have for you guys. That's a very good video, I believe, for the time that I have been talking. So again, if you like to see more trading signals or more of my analysis, you can follow me on Twitter. Okay, you can also follow me on other social medias. But yeah, okay, stay prepared for anything. Okay, be ready for any kind of breakout because the next days are going to be critical. Okay, not just for Bitcoin but for the world economy. So with that said, I wish you a good day. Okay, take care, have a good time.